So when you're learning to correct your squat, okay, because a lot of times when people would start doing squats, they would get an exaggerated curvature in the low part of their spine. So they get this kind of tilt, okay? They get an excessive lordosis in the lower part of their spine. When they're in this position also too, their glutes never really get low, okay? So what we want to do is we want to learn to adjust that, okay, and get the tailbone to tilt down, okay, so you can get fully down into a squat. So what we're going to show you here is a step-by-step kind of how to watch to see if you're doing your squat effectively. This will also help prevent knee pain, and it will also help prevent lower back pain, especially when you start putting weight on the bar and the bar is on your back. So Beth is going to show, the first one that she's going to show is the improper way, okay, and the things that we start correcting when we see squats done not quite the best way. So here we go. So back down. Okay, so now what we're seeing here, okay, is we see this dip in the low part of the back, okay, so when she goes to stand up, okay, we see this part of the body start launching forward, okay. As the body starts launching forward to do this, there's a lot of pressure on the front part of the knees, okay. People then tend to say that all they feel during their squat is their knees. They also tend to say that they feel only their quads, okay, and they're not really feeling anything in the back. So as she starts to go back, she's going to show one more improper stance, okay, halfway, she's going to stop right there, okay. Now when you're stopped in this position, sometimes a lot of times people don't feel, okay, the area between their hamstrings and to their glutes. There's a muscle there that isn't quite activating. So from here in this point, what we're going to do is adjust, tuck the rib cage under, okay, tilt the tailbone down, okay, and now this is going to start to activate, okay. So now she's going to find her correct position. Rib cage is going to stay close. Now we're over exaggerating the position right now, okay, but rib cage is going to stay close, so this is going to also activate your core. Okay, so we want to make sure that the core doesn't fly open, that you're not leaning forward with your bottom ribs. So the ribs should stay close to the hip bone. Okay, tailbone is tilted down. Glutes are now activated, so you actually kind of want to squeeze, okay, your glutes underneath. Okay, feel your hamstrings start to work, and then push up straight through there. Okay, what you want to watch for is that as you do that, you want to see, does the rib cage open up as you come up, or are you able to keep it closed? So go ahead. Good. Rib cage is staying the same. Okay, now come up again. Okay, and what our goal here is to keep the rib cage close to that hip bone, okay, so that's going to prevent any sort of momentum into the squat. Momentum is going to take away the actual work from your hamstrings and your glutes and your quads, okay, it's going to use more momentum and really not place enough emphasis on those muscles for your lower body. Go ahead. Good. As you start to slowly sit, you want to make sure that tailbone tucks, tucks, tucks. Okay, rib cage stays close, close, close. Okay, we're going to do that one more time. Okay, so before you start your squat, tilt down. Okay, rib cage stays close. Okay, and start sitting back, and that stays in that position. Perfect. Okay, now we're going to adjust that to a front squat using weights. Okay, here you go. Okay, so if you're holding in a front squat position, your weights are here, rib cage stays close. Tailbone stays tilted down. Okay, heels, lots of heel pressure. You also could feel your front big toe, okay, and the inner arch of your sneakers. Pressing down into the floor. Now stand up. Good. Okay, slowly back down. You get your tuck, you get your tilt, and sit. This is good. Okay? Good. One more. Re-tuck, re-tilt, and stand. Very good. And slowly on the way down. Okay, relax. Now we're going to move this to the lower box. Okay, now the box is lower. The other box is about 24 inches off the ground. This is going to be 12 inches. Okay, as you go lower down, okay, you have to keep that tuck, keep that tilt. Okay, perfect. Okay, and all the way up. Knees, okay, the point of the knee shouldn't change. Okay, good. Okay, and back up. Okay, rib cage stays close to the hip bone. Okay, when you do that, when your rib cage stays close to the hip bone and you're bringing your hip bone close to the rib cage, you're going to start to feel your hamstrings work and your glutes work. If you keep that position all the way down, keep going. Okay, pressure on the knees. So as she's down here, if you were actually here with me, I would say, okay, let's retuck, let's retilt, get back in a better position, okay? That's it. Stay tilted, stay tucked. Tilt that tailbone down, push up through the heels, and come up. You will find that if you try to do this from a very low point on the box, you will find that this is extremely hard, okay, to get the squat in the perfect form. One more time on the way down. Hold, hold, hold. Good. Perfect. And back up. Okay, this is equally now working your hamstrings and your glutes and your quads.